it wasn't working.
No worries, Paige. Thanks for joining us tonight. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? Thanks for
Good.
having me.
Oh, no problem, no problem. We are talking to two-time top 25 member Paige Kohler from the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. All right, so you guys have gotten off to a great start. I want to say 6-2, if I remember correctly, or 7-1 or
Uh,
6-2.
we're 11 and 2.
11-2. Sorry, 11-2. When I
Yep.
get 6, sorry, 11-2. What's been the key to that start for you guys?
I think just our work ethic really, and it really just starts from our coach too. Like he just emphasizes the little things, and I think just playing together really our culture off the basketball court. It really leads to us playing well together on the court, and I think just just how well we play together, our effort, like in practice, challenging each other, and it's led us to win some big games.
Now, you have been in a leadership role there yourself for a long time now. Um, have you ever felt any pressure with that role, or is that something that you just kind of embrace naturally?
I think I embrace it naturally. I think just like since I was little, I've kind of had that role, so I think I've been used to it. And then like playing with my AAU teams and stuff, I think that I've just kind of been put into that role, and I've kind of taken responsibility for that role. But I think that it's kind of just come naturally to me, and now it's just translated to high school basketball.
When 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 let me ask you this: when was the first time that you picked up a basketball and said, this is what I want to do. I love this game. I want to play this game for a long time. When was that? Do you remember when that first was?
Well, I started playing in like kindergarten, but I think when I really took it serious was probably like third and fourth grade. Kind of that's when I played other sports, but that's when I really realized like that's what I wanted to do, and that was my favorite sport.
Hmm.
Kindergarten. Wow.
Kindergarten. Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
so talk about you were mentioning AAU. What's the most I guess I'll use the word interesting aspect for you playing in AAU.
I think you're just like I don't know you practice a little bit, but you kind of just roll the ball out and there's no scouting report. You don't really know who you're playing
Mhm.
unless you just like see all these girls on Twitter or social media. But it's kind of just rolling the ball out and just seeing who wins. Really, like it's you don't really know much about people. You don't do a scouting report. You practice twice a week. Like it's I don't know. It's much different than high school basketball, but and the atmosphere is a lot different too. Like you don't get a long warm up. You kind of just have to be ready to go and play at any time.
Do you like it that way? You like it that way? Do you prefer a little bit more preparation?
I do like the preparation. I think it just kind of leads us to more success. Just being able to prepare for the team we're playing and just being able to practice more. But I think also being ready at any time is very important. That you can just go out there and play under any circumstances.
Now, in your opinion, Paige Kohler from the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs is our guest. In your opinion, Paige, what has to happen for you guys to make it to the playoffs and make a deep run in the playoffs?
I think just sticking to our principles and stuff, like being disciplined, just really sticking with our defense because that usually leads us to success on offense. So I think just staying connected to like between our teammates and stuff, just staying locked in, focused, and just trying to make a big run this year.
Can you talk about Coach Eaton and what it's meant to you to play for him there at Olmsted Falls?
I mean, I love him. He's a great coach. I think just since I started my freshman year, he's like instilled these little things into me that not only are important in basketball but life too. But it just translates to the court. I mean, I think he's done that for everyone on my team. So it's like I don't know. He's just translated these little things to us, and it's like it's really helped us succeed in basketball and life too.
Now you have already committed to the University of Buffalo. Um, what was it about Buffalo that made you say this is home? I'm comfortable here, and this is where I want to be.
I just really loved everything about it. From the academic standpoint to basketball, obviously, but they have really good academics there. So once the basketball stops bouncing, like I know I'll have a great future after that. But basketball wise, just I love the coaching staff, um, especially Coach Burke. You know, she's really energetic. I went to their Kent game this past week. My team did, and just the love she has for the game and her players and stuff. It's just like you can tell that she's so like she just loves it, and she's very competitive. All of them are, and we both love to win. I think we share that, and then she also like understands the position of being a point guard. So I think she just really found that interest in me, and she can really help me succeed in my position at the next level.
Now, I'm going to ask you because we ask everybody on the show, and because my producer to my right here, Eli, is an alumni. So I'm going to ask you: did you ever have any talks at all with Bowling Green?
I did not.
You know, this is the problem here.
Yeah.
You know what?
I think you guys
She's
asked me that one last year.
Did we? Did
this
we?
is she's an
Yeah.
Ohio girl and she's going out to Buffalo.
Did we ask
Why
you that?
can't we sign anybody from Bowling
Maybe we did
Green?
ask you that. Maybe we did.
Yeah, we
We
did.
did. Okay. Well, see, there you go. And she did. And then a year later, still the same. Um, what was talk about the recruiting process, Paige? What was the most challenging part? Now it's all over. It's all done. You've committed to Buffalo. What was the most challenging part of that for you?
I think it was kind of slow, just because of COVID and stuff. Like a lot of the college teams didn't know who was returning since everyone got that extra year. They didn't really know who was returning. They didn't really know what spots they had.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was a bit slower than like previous years, and there's limited spots. But um, I mean, I loved it. I did get stressful just trying to pick the perfect school for me. But I mean, I obviously love my choice, and I'm glad I picked Buffalo.
Did they have they given you any kind of insight on how they want to use you, your role there at Buffalo? Have they talked to you in depth about that yet?
I think again, just like kind of being a point guard, same thing, handling the ball, trying to be a leader on that team.
All right. Paige Kohler from the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs is our guest. What about your parents? Did your parents have much input on your selection of a college, or did they basically kind of leave it up to you?
I mean, they were really supportive in my decision. They also loved it, like, but they kind of left it up to me. I mean, they gave me their input on what they think was best, but they also ultimately left it up to me, and it was my decision. They helped me make the decision, but it was also nice that they really agree with my decision, and they also love it.
Did you have second thoughts when you saw 41 inches of snow there in Buffalo?
No, I mean, it's usually not that bad in that area where the college is. It's usually not that bad, but
Now, when you're in season, what's a typical day for you when you're in season? Do you have a certain diet you stick to? Do you kind of just eat whatever? What's a typical day for Paige when you're in season?
kind of just whatever. Wake up, have some breakfast. I don't go to school till like 9:30, but go to school. I only have a couple classes. Then we have a sports performance class, so we lift, and then I shoot around for about an hour, and then practice and film right after school, and usually just trying to get up a lot more shots during the day whenever I can.
How many shots do you put up a day?
It depends on the day. Some days I have more time during my sports performance class and after practice because we have to share with the boys. But I don't know, between practice and shooting around, probably like 200 to
Mm.
300.
Mm.
Now
It depends on the day.
does Coach Eaton ever kind of ask you to dial it back a little bit because he wants to kind of keep you fresh, or you just let you do what you do?
No, he helps me a lot. Like he rebounds for me and stuff during that class because he teaches that. So
Okay.
he like gives me stuff to do. Like even this past week, like he was having me work on different things and he was rebounding for me and stuff. So he wants me to get up more shots, more reps.
All right. So what happens when it's Paige time? When it's time for Paige, no basketball, no school, nothing like that. Paige just wants to be Paige and not have to think about any of that. What happens then? What are you doing then?
Just hanging out with friends. We still like to play like other sports like volleyball and stuff for fun. But just hanging out really, watching TV. I don't know, just whatever. But a lot of my time is basketball. So
All right, we'll get you out of here on this question here, Paige. For the good people, good folks of Buffalo, um, tell them what they're getting in Paige Kohler.
I mean, I think they should just be excited. I think that I can bring a lot to the table. I think I can help everybody else too, make them better. But I think just being a leader, just great leadership, and we should expect a lot of wins in the future.
Nice, nice. Listen, Paige, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate the time. I'm glad we were able to connect with you, and Good luck to you the rest of the way this season and in the future, Buffalo. I'm sure we'll be talking to you later on.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Take care.